These are some finance habits I wish I knew when I was doing $1 million in revenue at 17. Now I'm a 23-year-old in venture capital investing millions of dollars into startups. First, I wish I knew that credit card arbitrage isn't just for points, it's for leverage. At 17, I was making real money, but using debit like an idiot. Now every business and personal expense runs through one of my 5 credit cards. Not for the points, although free flights and the bonuses are nice, but because the float actually matters. When you're investing or building, having that 30 to 45 day window is actual leverage you can deploy. The second is that your side hustle should build equity and not just income. At 17, I was the middleman selling thousands of sneakers. Great revenue, sure, but when I sold it and made money, I just started over. Now every single side project I touch either builds my personal brand or my network or the actual ownership. Building Venture Insider is about deal flow for me and credibility. If you're gonna grind on the side, make it build something that appreciates over time. The third is that high yield savings accounts are for cowards. That may be a hot take. I keep a few months expenses liquid in a 4.5% HISA, but that's it. Everything else is deployed. At 17, I had nearly 6 figures just sitting in my checking account, doing literally nothing. Inflation was stealing from me while I felt safe. And now I understand that cash is kind of like an ice cube. It melts over time and you can hold it for emergencies, but you should be deploying everything else. The fourth is to invest in access, not experiences. If you want to spend $1,000 flying to a dinner with founders, that's an investment in yourself. But a trip to Bali to find myself isn't returning anything. And then the fifth is that your network is your net worth, but only if you give first. At 17, I was really hooked into the concept of what's in it for me. Now I like to talk to anyone, even if they have zero experience in the industry. I give advice for free on this channel and in person. I really regret not doing this when I was younger. I know I subtly burned a lot of bridges. You never know who's going to make it in life, and honestly, being nice to everyone is just a lot easier. I do a lot of cold outreach, and the way I would want those mentors to act towards me is how I should be acting towards people asking me for advice. Overall, these are the 5 tips I wish I knew when I ran my first business and was doing $1 million in revenue at 17. If you disagree with any of these, let me know, but I think they're pretty sound advice. Also, while we were talking, I just won my chess game.